We can see us.
Yeah?
We can.
Do you know what? It's very
Muggy.
muggy today. Really muggy.
It is. The camera's quite high.
Yes.
How are you doing out there? We can see us. Oh, now we can hear us.
Ourselves, 1 second.
Why can we? The camera's quite high. Oh, that's because you've got YouTube on in the background. How are you doing? What have you done? Oh, that's because you've got YouTube on in the background. Hold on, guys. What's happening? Hold on, Croydon.
What's going on?
What is happening? Let's do that. Oh my word.
I'm gonna have to put some bug spray on, I think.
So what we did was we scheduled live today to make sure that we went live bang on time, no late fees, and then we couldn't work out how to actually view what we had scheduled live. So that's why it was all a little bit confusing there, but we got there in the end. Right.
Channel, your channel.
Mm-hmm.
That one, turn it right down. Comments.
Okay.
Rachel is radiant as always. Thanks.
Hello. I'm right here.
I just want to say thank you to Simone, who did the super chat before we started. So thank you very much for that, Simone.
Thank you, Simone.
Great idea to see. Great to see some idea of when you're going live. Hello, everyone. This is like going to the cinema waiting for the lights to go down. Everyone, no late fees this week. Well, that's good because we were late to our own live.
Mm-hmm.
Steve is looking older in his thumbnail. Maybe that's because it's Dotty, actually, in that thumbnail.
Oh, be careful, here it comes.
Here's a cat.
Hello. Coming for the join the live? Have you indeed? Oh, so it's a big Doctor Who, I think, tonight.
Oh, yeah.
For you Doctor Who fans out there, you'll obviously know more than I do. But I think, isn't it the end of one Doctor and the beginning of a new? So if you're watching that, you're probably not watching this. In which case, it's better than Doctor Who here, mate.
Oh, and Julian is, Julian. Julian. Julian is just Julian.
Julian's, Julian. Oh, thanks.
Hello, Rachel and Julian from Texas. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Texas.
What? That was Dotty. Yeah, that's Dotty in the thumbnail. Hi, Henry. Come see Sophie with Daisy, please.
Oh, it's not
It's not me anymore.
It's not Rachel with Daisy anymore. It's Sophie with Daisy.
I'm old news now.
She's still down in the field at the moment, just finishing off with the horses and stuff. So she will be up.
Will
so
Julian be coming around with the interval ice creams?
I can do, if I don't eat them all.
The end.
Do they still do that? No.
Last time I went to one, they did. Not at a cinema, but at a theatre show. They do, I think.
They do, but not at the cinema. In the cinema, they used to come out with a tray on, with a little light on, and they don't do that anymore, do they?
Experienced that at the cinema.
Wow.
I need to.
So it really is Doctor Who? Yes, I think it is Doctor Who. What's up?
I feel like we're a bit dark.
Well, you can turn it up. Can you get down,
please? I don't want
please?
to blind ourselves.
Well, I don't think you will. The video of the cave, it's pretty big, eh? Oh, good. Glad you saw that. Yeah, it's a decent size for sure. I think it's gonna. We're gonna open it up. We're gonna take a lot of those little rooms out and open that right up. So Nick's recording the Who. Good idea. Yeah, it's a little bit of a white light, but don't worry, that's fine.
Can make it warmer.
Yeah, make it a little warmer.
Warmer.
Warmer, mate.
Warmer.
Also, House of Dragons, but it has been leaked. I never got into House of Dragons. Hello, Rachel and Julian from Wisconsin. Hi. Hello, both.
Isn't House of Dragons the Game of Thrones sequel?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't watch that either. Has Jan moved in yet to the cave? No, Jan won't be welcome at the cave.
Don't be silly.
She's the well. She's in the well. You missed my hello, so hello again. Oh, hi, Barbara. Barbara Saj. Yes, prequel. Oh, it's the prequel. No, Grump, don't be an idiot. So, for those of you that aren't on Patreon and may have missed the news, we had some really good news on Friday. regarding the new site. So we've had to, because of where the property is, we have to do, we have to go through certain processes to get anything done on the new bit of land. Hello, Cornwall. Part of that is, so our first thing we had to do was to set up the fencing, to get the fencing in place. And so we've had to do all these applications and pay all this money and all this just to get permission to put a fence up. And believe it or not, pay tax to put a fence up of nearly 600 euros in tax to put a fence up. That's disgusting. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, the permissions came through on Friday, which is really, really good news, and we're very excited. I know it doesn't sound much, probably doesn't sound much to you sitting there at home, and you're probably going, well, you know, it's just a fence. But it really is big news, because there was the slight possibility that when they do the environmental report, that they could discover a reason why we wouldn't be allowed to put the fence up. So the fact that that all came back clear is really good. Interestingly enough, one of the things, or a couple of things that were turned up from the environmental report is that we have peregrine hawks, peregrine hawks, not peregrine hawkins. That's something really different. That's Stephen Hawking running around really fast on his electric wheelchair, I think. Is that a peregrine hawking? I like to think that I've got that image in my head now. I don't know what he would be doing. Like, it would just be like, in the beginning. It would be like really fast. And you go, what did he say? And come back, there was the universe. And then you'd have to be like, he'd be like this super fast Formula One supercharged peregrine hawking just going around. But no, peregrine hawks not flying around. Yeah, flying around. It's Hawkins that wasn't flying around. Unless he had jet-powered, I'm getting off on one. He could have a jet-powered wheelchair that actually flew as well. That would be really cool, I think. If anyone could do that, it would have been, and pull that off, it would have been him. Anyway, I don't mean any disrespect by that. These peregrine hawks are nesting 350 meters away from our property, which is amazing. But then also, what the environmental report came up was that we've got eagle owls, and they are nesting 300 meters away from our land as well. So because of these two important protected species that are so close to us, they had to do an impact report on what we're doing, and they found that what we're doing won't impact them. So that's really good news. And also they go into like the finite detail. So we have to do a plant report. As we put the posts in, we have to analyse the land to make sure that there's no protected plants and things of that nature. And if there are, then we either have to transplant the plant somewhere else, or we have to redirect the fence around it. So it's really interesting, actually, but it's a bit of a pain, but at the same time, it's like, well, that's what we want, isn't it? We want the environment protected, so we've just got to like put up with it. So it was a very interesting read, and it helps us develop the sanctuary in the right direction. So that's pretty good. Anyway, peregrine falcon, that's what I meant. Thanks for that. A peregrine hawk is something completely different. Although I really like the idea now of peregrine hawking. Right, hold on a minute. Jan's not feeling very well. Sorry to hear that, Jan. That's been lingering on a little bit, hasn't it? That has been lingering along a long time. Well, okay. Hi from Reading, California. Happy about the good news at the new property. Awesome about the hawks. Peregrine falcon, that's right, yes. Jan, she's got to make it, isn't she? You'll be all right. I'm going to go easy on you, Jan, because you've had a bit of a week, so I'm going to take it easy.
Oh, message retracted.
Nick Williams did a retracted message, Nick.
And Jan.
And Jan, well, that's a bit scary. We no longer live on an island. Getting our bridge back saves me over an hour a day now. Well, that's cool, Fu Manchu. Congratulations, no more smoke. It's going to be another Where Are We evening. Yes, I think it might be. I'm trying to catch up. That would be an interesting bird. Well, except for the smoke from my water pipe today. Okay, we're having a completely different conversation here. I'd be game to trial a flying wheelchair, although I have a habit of tipping at the stationary ones. May need a full body crash helmet. My God. Yeah, they always look a little bit unstable to me, actually. But Jan, don't do me any favours, pal. Okay, game on. Hello, Linda. Says Egg. Get strong soon, Jan. There's a lot of love coming out to Jan, isn't there, right now? Well, at least I know where you all stand. You could have all put the boot in, but oh no, you've come out with nice, positive messages. What's wrong with you lot? Kinema in the Woods, Lincolnshire, has not only an interval, but an organ that rises up.
Cinema?
No naked player like Monty Python.
Cinema?
Oh, the cinema in the Woods, Lincolnshire. Sorry, yeah. Oh, wow, that's cool. So it actually still has the organ that comes up. That's amazing. Such fabulous and positive news about the new property. It all ties in with your vegan mission. Yes, it does. The retraction was a misspelling. I leave my insults. I see. So you're lucky I didn't see the misspelling then, because I would have got some time out of that. Nick Williams, wow, well worth a visit. Yeah, it sounds like it. How has young Barry been, and Mufasa? Would you like to take that one?
Over.
Take that one for a minute.
Barry is good. Him and Steve still, I wouldn't say they're fighting anymore, but some roughhousing going on with those two sometimes. Mufasa
No.
is good. He's, we've been putting him in the stable to make sure he gets all his food, because otherwise the horses eat it. So not all the time, but just when he's having his special soaked meals. Can you just sit, just pretty, there we go. And yeah, Mufasa's very attached to Barry as well, so if he can't see Barry at night time, he can get a little bit stressed out. So I've got a mad cat running around trying to eat your rice cakes.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Mufasa's eye, I think we've done 2 weeks of treatment, 2.5 weeks of treatment. The eye is slowly getting better. And yeah, on next Thursday we will see how it's looking, and the vet said if it's still not healed up to let him know, and he'll come and do another checkup and everything. But yeah, I think it might just get there slowly, hopefully.
Will Steve be eating candy corn for Halloween?
He wishes.
You're channeling your inner supervillain with the cat. Let's have a look here. Hold a minute, where are we? Catching up. Yes, it's going to be a where are we? Where are we kind of evening. Trying to figure out if that's your wife or your daughter. She's very nice either way. Well.
Thanks, lizard lady.
Well, lizard lady, Rachel is my wife to be. And yes, I'm very lucky. I have to say that. Oh, she beats me. Yeah. Do you watch Formula One? It's on now from Austin, Texas. If it's on and I've got time, yes, I do watch it. I like to try and catch it at the beginning of the season, then follow it. But I've kind of lost the plot of what's going on.
You haven't watched it in ages, have you?
So yeah, I haven't really had a chance to watch it, but I do enjoy it when I do catch it. If I was doing nothing now, I would probably sit down and put my feet up and watch the Formula One. But have they won? Has anyone won the championship yet? I'm guessing they have. And also, I really like MotoGP as well. I'm sure you'll enjoy some big birds living around the new place.
Winky face. Is that a wink? Jane.
Jane, what are you suggesting?
What are you talking about?
I say, that sounds rather rude. What are you implying? Is Julian cooking tonight? Maybe. No, we don't want to starve to death. How is little Chuck Norris doing? Tell us about Chuck Norris, Rach.
Yeah, we tried. What? You alright? Just make yourself choke on your tea.
the cat's face.
What does she look like?
I just bopped her like that, and she just gave me the weirdest expression.
Well, like, what did you do?
Just like, what did you do? But also, like, I'm a little bit stupid. Like, it was just a really
Did
weird.
She go cross-eyed?
Yeah, she was just like a little mixed expression there. That was funny. Oh my god, that was funny. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, we tried Oliver with him because obviously Oliver has not been castrated yet, and he has started. Well, he has been headbutting people.
No, he's not just been headbutting people. He's been attacking people. He likes to make everybody his own. And poor Janet that was here, Janet's a volunteer that's been with us for 2 weeks. She's left today, and she's gone home with the almighty bruise on her thigh from a wallop from little Oliver. Yeah, he managed to, we put him in with little Chuck Norris, and he managed to jump up on the cage side, the fence, and we've got like these big openings in the fence, got his horn caught in it, and then was like just hanging suspended by his horn that he couldn't get away from. And then, so we've got him out of there. He's run out and he's just started charging everybody. He just charges everybody. He's a nightmare. Let's not make it out like he's a really nice little animal.
I wasn't.
He's
It's not his fault, is it?
No, it's not his fault, but let's just not make out he's nice. He's
I
not.
wasn't making out he's nice.
He's got a nice name, but he's not nice. He just goes around headbutting people. I bet he's Scottish. He's got a Scottish
Anyway,
vibe
that
about
wasn't
him.
the point, and you just hijacked my story.
Sorry.
I was talking about Chuck.
Sorry.
So, yeah, because Oliver headbutted someone, Julian thought, well, let's put him in with Chuck because he's got a bit more room in there. And they can, maybe they'll get on. But that happened. And then Chuck started running around chasing Oliver. So Oliver was a bit scared, bless him, and we had to put him back in his stable. So he still comes out, but we have to make sure all the volunteers are up at the house. Then Sophia and I let him out for a bit. Hello. But yeah, Chuck is good. Hi, Goaty. You've been down to the river.
Jan started following Formula One since the 1960s. I gave up a couple of years ago. It's just a farce now, like so many other sports. Oh wow, so you started following it quite late in life. If you started in the 1960s, you must have been around for the first race, Jan, I reckon. Did they have engines back then, Jan? I heard it was like was it Ben-Hur? That's what it was. I think I saw you in the audience at Ben-Hur. That would make sense now. It all makes sense.
I think it
None of it makes
down,
sense.
but did you even comb your hair today,
No.
Julian?
No, I took it off, gave it a shake, stuck it on, but I think it went on back to front. I'm not sure.
You have to dress for Halloween next Sunday.
Oh, do I? What sort of outfit? What are we looking at? What are you thinking? Like
Klaus outfit.
No. No, Klaus, I'm not crossing that line. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Klaus remains in the imagination, but we don't want to see him.
No.
That's just going to make people feel sick.
Rosie, hi Rosie. I'm missing the Ridge and Ron a lot.
Oh, hi Rosie.
Miss you too, and I'm sure Ron misses you.
He doesn't. I spoke to him, he was like, God, that Rosie, do you remember Rosie? God dear, she was a nightmare. I was like, I know, Ron, I know.
Barbara says, are we going to have a Halloween story time?
Well, I came prepared with my Halloween book, and Rachel told me that Halloween's next week. So I was derailed, but I was going to tell you a nice little story from a Halloween book, but
Next time it should
you have
wait.
to wait for next week now.
Yee! I finally found you live. You do a fantastic job looking after your animals. Oh, thank you, King Somborn 1.
Thank you, King Sunborn 1.
Oh no, we mentioned Julian's cooking and nearly keels over.
You nearly killed over.
Volunteers need for a kiss of life. Lol.
Yes.
You're a very lucky man, Donkey Guy. And happy you and significant other found each other.
Thank you, Lizard Lady.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. I'm aware of my good fortune. My cat looks at me in disgust
When I
when I cough.
Grump is being hilarious tonight. She's left now. I think it's oh, she's over there at the end of the table. Henry says, "Hi guys, got chest infection. Rachel can get Daisy, please." Sorry to hear that, Henry. She is here.
Daisy, come here.
I hope you feel better soon.
Come here.
Look, Daisy Bear.
Come here a minute. Come here.
You're not gonna pick her up, are you?
Yeah, come here. Right, ready?
Oh no, she's too heavy. You'll hurt her back.
No, she's not. You're not heavy, are you? You're beautiful. Right, ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oi.
She's like, what is going on?
Right, okay.
Django, it's okay. We're not after the cat now.
Now, you can't actually see her, can you?
Django,
But Django, be nice. Django.
Django, it's okay.
See, Daisy does like to sit on your lap, but she is quite a big lap dog, I must say.
I think she's a bit scared.
I don't think she is. I think she wants to eat my biscuits. What are you doing?
She's like, oh, I want to go down.
You want to go down? Okay. There you go. Say good night. Good night.
Oh, bless her. Throw her down.
Good job. Right, there you go. That's as good as it gets, I'm afraid, old chap.
Will Oliver calm down after he is castrated? I was also hit by a ram and it is very painful. Well, hopefully. We did have Alfie, who was also castrated. Not that late, but actually it was a bit later than we wanted to because it was during the start of COVID and everyone was into lockdown and everything. And after he would still ram people. So
Jennifer says you should put pool noodles on Oliver's horns, but I don't know how to make a difference. It's not the
it's
horns.
the power, yeah. I mean, he does sometimes catch you with the end of the horn. He goes like that and lifts his head up, but it is, if they thump you, it is just the power in them. But so once he's castrated, he'll go in with the goats, and then hopefully he'll start to be put in his place. We do let Philip the goat out with him sometimes, and he'll teach him a lesson or two. But yeah, he just needs to understand how things work in the world. Was that goatee?
When we work that one out, I think we all need to understand how all things work in the world.
Yes, that was goatee.
Tracy, thank you very much for your super chat.
Thank you, Tracy. How are you, Tracy? My cat is starting to do that to get me in my legs.
Your cat?
No more Oliver on your lap. No, thank you. So basically, you've got several men with little man syndrome.
There's a lot of that going on here. You've got Chuck Norris, Prospero, Prince, Charlie.
Yeah.
Do you know Misty as well? I was taking her fly mask off tonight, and she's turned into a little bugger, and she turned around and she backed up on me, and she pushed me with her legs coming up to kick me.
Did she?
Yeah, but I had nowhere to go. She had me pinned against the feeder.
She's usually fine with her fly.
And she pushed me straight into the feeder. I was waiting for the kick. I thought she was going to kick.
We're back to speed up a bit.
Come on. Speed up.
Right. Manchu, I'm habitually late to the chat today, so I just signed up for your Patreon today, paying my late fees in advance from now on. Oh, thank you very much for that. That helps a lot.
Thank you, Fui Manchu.
Thank you, Fui Manchu.
The patrons is really good. It's such a great way, and we're really sort of getting our head around it now. So there's regular updates on Patreon, and I think because we're just getting this great community behind the sanctuary and building it, it's really nice it's a nice place to share it and keep it going, and it's a very good way for us as the sanctuary to be able to plan so we know what's coming in every month from there. So if you haven't signed up to Patreon and you would like to support the sanctuary, it's a really good way of doing it, and it's patreon.com /Jacob's Ridge. Thank you, Fui.
Michael Caine disguised for Halloween.
A Michael Caine disguise for Halloween. Hello, I've come to scare you. Not much, mind.
Or Grim Reaper, or Hunchback of Jacob's Ridge.
The Hunchback of Jacob's Ridge.
Janet says hi from Mercy Airport. Hi, Janet. I hear that your flight's been delayed.
Oh no, Janet.
Yeah.
Now, Janet's normal one is, Janet said, I do like your lives, but they go on a bit, and you do talk a load of rubbish. So, Janet, now I've got you. Here's a load of rubbish just for you while you're sitting at the airport. I've got you, see? I've got you now. You're a captive audience. You've got to listen to my rubbish.
What is Klaus dressing up as for Halloween? A big juicy pumpkin.
A carrot, I think. He
If
likes the
not
carrot.
For Rachel, would have gone trick or treating tonight. Why tonight? It's not Halloween tonight.
Who said that?
Chana.
Chana?
Am I missing something? Maybe is it different in the US? I'm sure Halloween's the 31st.
Halloween's the 31st, isn't it? I thought Halloween.
Because it's when
was
the clocks go back as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you so much for your super chat. It was so nice to see all the boys, human and animal, in the new donkey chat. Thank you for taking time to do that in your incredibly busy schedule.
Oh, Lisa, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It was a good one, actually. It was, considering it was sort of a last-minute thing, we sort of decided to get down there and put it up, but it was just so chaotic. But yeah, it's a nice chat, actually, and it's doing incredibly well, actually, on social media at the moment. It's taken off. Last time I looked, it was about 370,000 views or something on it. It's really,
it's going really quick.
yeah, it's gone a bit nuts actually. So
I need to
yeah,
go
thanks
check
for
on
that.
dinner.
Oh, no.
Try not to linger on these too long.
Okay.
But Jane says, "Is that the reaction of all women who sit on your lap?" Meow.
What? They feel scared and they want to get off. Yeah, probably. It probably is actually. Depends if they're getting their belly rubs. I have found that the belly rub is very effective at calming nerves. I'm going to shut up now, all right? Because that's crossing the line. That's crossing the line from me into Klaus, and that's never going to happen. There's got to be a firewall there somewhere. How's Marley doing? Marley's lovely. She's doing really well. It was good to see Julian outnumbered. Hello, Valerie. Hooray for no impact to the birds. Yeah, I think it's really good news, actually. I'm very, I say, it was a bit of a pain to have to try and do these things and jump through all these hoops, but the end goal is good. Do you know what really is a frustration, though, is the hypocrisy that we have to do all of that, go to all this expense, pay these taxes, do all of this stuff to protect the environment, and then they let 27 idiots go out there with great big guns and go hunting. Now, where is the sense in that? So they allow a private hunting club to walk through that land and go hunting. Not our land, but the land adjacent. And I think that's wrong. So I'm going to be speaking to them this week anyway, and we'll see what we can do about that. Let's have a look. How many piggies do you have, and how will you transport them to the new land? Well, the piggies, we have a lot. And for various reasons, I'm not going to go into the details of it right now, but as far as the transportation is concerned, it will be via by the horse box. So they will be transported in groups and in their own groups. One of the worst things you see, I don't know if you've ever seen it on the motorway, you see it a lot on the motorways here. I don't think you see it so much in the UK, I don't know about in the States, but where the transport companies go around to the different pig farms and they pick up all these pigs and they put them all in the back of this pig transporter, which, if it's not harrowing enough, and, you know, a lot of these pigs have had a bloody awful time, and then they are transported to their slaughter, to their death. That process of even putting them all together is so inhumane as far as the pigs are concerned, because pigs do not, they have hierarchy, they don't, that's a terrible, terrible place to put a load of pigs in a confined space, pigs that don't know each other, all of those things. It's a horrible, horrible, stressful environment for them. So yeah, so we're going to be transporting them in their own little groups, so we don't cause any problems, keeps them as calm as we possibly can. The journey will be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes max, and then they'll be driven straight into their new run, open the doors, and out they go. So yeah, that's the plan for them. Strap a big cushion to his head. Yes, of course, that's for the ram. That wasn't me, I hope. But yeah, a good cushion. Actually, that would work, wouldn't it? Like a blow-up. Like a blow-up cushion on his head would work. Myra, thank you very much for your super chat. Thank you.
Hello. Dinner will be 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right then. Rachel, is Sophie single? I will marry her.
Is that Henry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I will let her know, Henry.
Well, Henry,
That you will marry her.
you're a player. You know, that was a quick move there. Lizzie, how many people here have reptiles? I do enjoy these vids. Just reptiles are my best friends. Go donkeys though. Oh really? Ah, well, yeah, I wonder. we have a lot of reptiles here around the land, but we don't actually keep the reptiles. Julian's list this time last year included a calendar. Is there any sign of it this year? Well, Linda, yes and no. I was working on that last week. What I've got to look at now is prioritising time and energy, because obviously the goal is the new sanctuary, and that's what I'm really focusing on. But at the same time, I need to do things that are bringing in money to help fund that. The calendar is a good one, but the calendar only really becomes profitable if I order them and stock them. If I order them, print them and stock them, and then send them out from here or send them out from a distribution centre somewhere else, then that is profitable. But if I do print on demand calendars, sorry, I have to excuse me, is that a cup of tea? If I do print on demand calendars, then the return on the energy expelled is quite minimal. But I do appreciate that we want one and we need one, but at the same time, I've got to really put my energy in the best places in the most efficient way and manage my energy in the most efficient way I possibly can. So yeah, I will get one out there, I think. But yeah, I've just got to get my head around how, when, where, and who, and all that sort of thing, really. And oh my God, this donkey guy totally sounds like Michael Caine, but probably all Aussies do. I'm not Australian, mate. I know why it probably sounds a little bit confusing, but I'm not Australian. I'm British, actually. Thank you very much, lizard lady. Rachel, and I'm the donkey guy. That's just how I'm known now. It could be worse, couldn't it? Because it does, well, okay, I'll leave that. I'm going to leave that one. Klaus, back. Hello guys, I haven't been able to join you lately. Married now, lots to do. Here I am, but guess what? Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening. Garage flooding, but was determined to be here. Linda, oh my God, that sounds, I thought you were going to break into some kind of song then, like your own version of Mamma Mia, whatever it's called. What is it? Bohemian Rhapsody. I hope, well, stay safe, and that sounds awful. Flooding is the worst, and it causes such mess. Yeah, just be safe there. But thank you, and I'm glad to hear you're married now, and that you have lots to do, and I'm glad you managed to join us. Ronnie is a lover of himself. Yes, he is. Where are we? Any news about the new home? Yeah, we've just been discussing that. We've got the permissions for the fence, and I've got the meeting tomorrow with the technical vet for all the licenses. Once that's in place, we've then got to build the new runs, or the remainder of the new runs. We've already started developing the little piggy houses. Yeah, so yeah, it's all on the go. We've been putting new roads in, or opening up existing tracks, I should say. Hold on a second, let's catch up a bit here. Piggy transportation nightmare. Do you think it would be any better at night? Well, Helly Welly.
Hi, Helly Welly.
It's Julie Woolley here. And Rachel Waich. Helly Welly, we think that, is it going to be better to transport? No. The reason why, probably early in the morning, I would agree, but in the night,
Don't draw too much attention. Whoa.
Well, that would be a cat. No,
Why?
The main reasons is not really to do with the attention, it's to do with the fact that you don't want to put new pigs into a new run, or any new animal into a new run at night time, because you want to be able to get them settled, and they need to be able to see and get to know their surroundings. Otherwise, they're in the darkness. It's a new experience, and they're going to be in the dark. You could get a little panic situation arising. So the best thing to do is put them in early in the morning. They can then got all day in the daylight to get settled, and then slowly the night will draw in, and then hopefully they'll know where they go, they know where their water is, they know where their bed is. Do you know what I mean? It's all stuff like that. So early in the morning rather than late at night. Good, I'm starved. What's for dinner, Rachel? What is for dinner, Rachel?
Who's that?
Egg.
Egg. Burgers.
Burgers, that'd be nice. Julian's not Aussie, lizard lady. He's English, through and through. Yeah. I'm bloody English, mine. I know, I might sound Australian. Although now you said it, I can hear it. When I do my Michael Caine, it does sound a little bit Australian. Michael, thank you very much for your super
Michael.
chat. Fence funding.
You
Yes.
are super.
Please fire that fence funding in, guys. That's something we really do need.
Where is your sanctuary?
I'm not telling you.
You
I could tell you. I could tell you.
Oh, we frozen.
I'm not gonna. No, we haven't. Have we? Yeah.
You could charge for a PDF calendar instead that we could print out ourselves. It saves your time and maximises profit.
Do you think
Yeah, with the majority
that
of people,
would work?
I personally probably wouldn't do that. If I needed a calendar, I would probably buy a physical calendar. But yeah,
I don't know if
some
this
people
is
don't.
freezing or not.
We're lagging, people.
I think we're probably getting a bit jumpy. What is it doing if I turn it up? Oh. I think we're probably getting a bit jumpy.
What's happened?
I don't know. Is it all right now? I think we're probably getting a bit jumpy. It's the same thing.
Pause it on here a sec.
Okay. That seems better now.
Pedro equals profitable calendar.
I'm not even answering that, Jane. All right. Disgusting. Disgusting. That's all I'm saying. There's no need to insult Australians. Well, unless Jan's Australian, then there's every need to insult. Now the more I'm talking, I can hear my own Australian accent.
Why? Why are you suddenly?
Why have I suddenly gone Australian? You've put a curse on me. Who are you?
If you can get a horse head bumper, the ears are already cut out. Try putting that on all the river's horns for his head bumping. A horse head bumper?
I didn't know they existed.
What is that?
We'll have a look at those. Thank you for
Okay.
that top tip.
I wonder what kind of weather you're having. Here in Sweden it's cold. Is your kind of weather better for all your animals who spend outside you all year round? Sorry for a long text. Poop emoji.
Why the poop emoji?
Poop.
Poop.
It's quite mild at the moment. It's still, I mean, it's been cloudier, so we're getting breaks from the sun during the day, but it's still been quite warm. I would say mid to high 20s during the day, and then at night it's been, I don't know, 15?
Yeah, about 15.
Yeah, it's not cold. It should be colder this time of year, really.
In answer to your other part of your question, is this kind of weather better for your animals who spend outside all year round? Yeah, at the moment it is. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
It's perfect, except for the flies. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
It's perfect fly weather as well.
Yeah, and yeah, we've just ordinarily by this time of year we would have strawed the animals a lot by now, but we've only just strawed them. They haven't needed it, so we've just done that now. So that's good. So we're just sort of building into the new year.
Thank you very much, Debbie, for your super chat. That's
Debbie,
very kind of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We could make our own Christmas cards too. What you mean? PDF Christmas cards? No, I've got Christmas cards. They're available on the shop. If you go to the Shopify shop,
Shopify,
which is lifewithoutfear.org, or I think there's a link on our social media that way. But if you go on there, then there's Christmas cards on there, so that's all good.
flickering light in the background came on by itself. Getting a bit Halloweeny already. In the US, we celebrate Halloween the same day as you do.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think we just got confused. We got
I
confused.
think you're running out
I think that meant confused,
of
actually.
words.
I am running out of words. Used them all up today. Got my little tin with all my words in it. I have to use new ones. Julian, your volunteers are sitting around the corner and are wondering when dinner's ready.
Linda!
Linda, do you mind?
Linda!
That's,
Oh, should we just leave them waiting a bit longer?
yeah, that's it now. Dinner's not going to be ready for ages, just to let you know. Ages. We're going to be on live for at least another hour.
Glad sanctuaries are universal. Need more donkey guy and Rachel people. Aw, you're sweet. Katie, thank you very much for your super chat.
Thank you, Katie. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
I'm going to have to go and serve up now.
Yes,
speed
because
through these?
the volunteers here are getting all etchy because apparently they want feeding.
Oh, I don't want to burn it.
Okay.
Fireman Pedro.
All right. We will.
Why did you choose to locate your sanctuary in Spain?
It came in Spain out of. It wasn't planned. In all honesty, the The story is, it's a long story, but I'll keep it as quick and painless
We're
as I
at the end
possibly
of the
can.
comments, so you can.
Okay,
go
I'm going
for
to
it.
go really.
I'm going to say goodbye because.
Okay, well don't, because then that confuses me because everyone starts writing goodbye and then I go, okay, bye then.
Okay, I'll just leave.
Okay, bye. Bye. Rachel says goodbye. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. Okay, come closer. Come. Close the door. Close the door. Right, hold on a minute. Okay, I'll tell you. So, a few years ago, long story short, big rescue, 8 horses, some of them pregnant. They were heading to the slaughterhouse, and we stepped in and got hold of them. However, we didn't really know what the hell we were doing, and we rescued these horses just pure out of compassion. Next morning, waking up, looking out of the window, seeing all of these horses, starving horses, I hasten to add, looking up at the house saying, we need food. Not having a great deal of wealth or money behind us, it was like, okay. So it was in at the deep end. We then did a fundraiser to I had a small social network of friends on Facebook, and did a fundraiser which we called Buy a Bale. And we asked all of our friends, would they buy a bale of hay for the horses? And very kindly and generously, my friends pulled together and we managed to buy a haystack. Well, I was amazed because after a week, the haystack had gone. And I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So the starving horses, if you've got one horse, one starving horse will eat the equivalent of 3 horses. So you can imagine we've got the equivalent of 24 horses. What is going on? Oi! Oi! I don't know what's going on. So annoying when you're in the middle of a story and there's an idiot in the background that's just heckling you. Can you hear that? Molly! I'm going to lose it in a minute. Barking at nothing, apparently. So anyway, okay, we stopped. No, we haven't. Got anything else to say? Right? So anyway. Oh my God, it's thrown me now. I've got derailed by a dog. Anyway. So yeah, starving horse, one starving horse equals the equivalent of 3 horses as far as their feed is concerned. So we've got the equivalent of 24 horses that we're trying to feed up, and they eat continually. So it was a question of feeding them as much as we could and running out of money very, very quickly, having nothing, and getting to the point where, the horses were getting fed before we were, and it was getting to the point where we were in trouble. We were sinking. We should not have taken this on. We shouldn't have taken it on. We couldn't do it. That was it. So we had to kind of almost admit defeat. At that point, we spent some time. I went down to the horses. By this time, I'd kind of fallen in love with them. And I was thinking, I've got to, settle this somehow and work out what I'm going to do. And I really didn't know what to do. I was sort of, I was just in turmoil, thinking like, how do I do this? I knew I could, but I didn't know how. And then all of a sudden, I've got this sort of like this idea, or these words rang in my head of the more you share, the more you have. And that was the message. The more you share, the more you have. And it made perfect sense to me. It was like, yeah, of course. And the more you share, the more everyone has. It's like, well, yeah, so we should just share. So I started looking around and I saw the place and I saw the horses and I thought, well, if I feel this strongly about these animals in this place, then other people will as well. And it's possible that they would like to come and share this experience. And lo and behold, we put it out there. Again, long story short, put it out there. And And before you knew it, the diary was filling up and people wanted to come out and people were happy to put some money in the pot to help feed the animals. And that's where it started. That's how it started. And that's where we are now. And we've just been building on that year on year on year. We've made lots of mistakes along the way, as we all do. And it's just been a most fantastic journey. We've made so many friends, rescued more animals, and we've just kept it going. And it's just been an absolute labour of love and a real privilege, I would say, to do it, because mainly I think because of the people that you meet, and lots of like-minded people. That's the other wonderful thing, because people that come here to volunteer, you're like-minded people by default. Who would pay to come and volunteer to work with animals? Well, people that are as passionate about animals as we are. So it's a really good, it's a real good mix, and it's worked very, very well. What we underestimated was the workload involved in that, because running a volunteering program and running the sanctuary is a lot. It's a lot of work. So but that's basically how the sanctuary came about. That's how it's become and grown, and we just keep. We just haven't come up for air since then. We just kept our head down and just keep ploughing ahead. So that's what that's all about. So anyway, about that was a bit of a long story, and we're probably way behind now. Dinner's getting served. Where are we? Jane says, I applaud 100% what you do at the Ridge. Oh, thank you, Jane. I really like that saying, well done, you beautiful people. Oh, thank you, Bill. I've just seen a trailer for your movie, The English. Well, M. Carter, it's not my movie. I am in it, but probably blink and you'll miss me. But yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I think it's on the BBC, isn't it? Is it coming out on the BBC? I've seen a couple of trailers for it. It looks brilliant. If you haven't seen a trailer for it, look it up. It's on YouTube, I think. Look up The English Emily Blunt trailer, and you'll see what it looks like. A great production, really good production team. It's been shot beautifully. Some amazing people in it. Really amazing people are in it. Just saying. Wait, I won't be in it. I bet they cut me. I would imagine the edit, when they got in the edit, they were like, what is this idiot? Can we get rid of him? Yeah, we'll just build the whole story around somewhere else, get him out, edit. I'm on the editing room floor probably. But no, it's lovely to be part of it in any way that I am. Anyway, guys, Helly Welly says, Smiddy here's Marley. He's enjoying the Marley chat. Yeah, I bet Smitty is. I bet he's driving you mad, isn't he? It's like when you're listening to, watching a film or something, you've got a dog barking. The times I've done that, Rachel's fast asleep and I can't sleep, so I'm watching a film and then a dog starts barking and all the dogs start going off and I'm like, shut up. It's like, it's on the film. Anyway, right, I'm going now. Klaus is on holiday, yes. Klaus is on a holiday. He goes on a special holiday. Klaus, who knows where he is? Oh no, now the horses have started. Hold on a minute. I think the horses just had a bit of a mad half hour. Oh man, I don't want to look. No, they've gone quiet. Sorry, that's me just listening. That's my listening face. Have you got a listening face? When you're listening to something, you go, hold on a minute. So what are we looking at when we do that? A listening face. Have you ever noticed that? Go, hold on, hold on. It's my listening face. I did that today at lunchtime. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, I'm going now. Have a lovely weekend, week, Sunday. And I'll see you next week. We're going to have Halloween stories. Thank you very much for all your super chats and your donations along the way for today. That's been lovely. Our super chat total is this week. Hold on, let's have a little wee look here. I'll have to get me numbers out. 5 plus the 2 carry the 1 is now. Hold on a minute. Where did I start? It was 5. No, it wasn't. It was 4. I can't remember. What are we doing? Super chat total is that would be £236 and 15 pence. £236 and 15 pence. Thank you so, so much. Plus, I would like to add that Janet put a donation in the pot of €100 from the airport. So thank you very much for that, Janet, as well. That means our total donations today, £336 and 15 pence. You guys are blinking amazing. Thank you very, very much. So we'll see you next week for Halloween stories. There may be costumes, there may not. I can't promise that Klaus will show up, but that would be a horror story and that would give you nightmares. So actually, I'm a little bit tempted to bring Klaus out for that. Actually, you might enjoy that. Just for Jan. Jan, I hope you feel better. Yeah, I'll think about what I can do to hopefully speed up your recovery. Plenty of rest, plenty of water. And yeah, see you later. See you next week, guys. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, join up Patreon. Keep an eye out for new videos coming up on YouTube. Obviously, Instagram is updated all the time. Facebook's updated all the time. So yeah, keep with us on social medias. I'm going to spin the camera around now, and the guys will say goodbye to you as well. Bye. Bye. Good night. Good night.